all the way from Islam, where it started, the Saudi Arabian continent, a lot of all the things that we've had in there. I'm not Muslim, but I try so hard to find out exactly what it's about. And one of the things I forgot in this piece, and I think I'm going to have to do another one just specifically to mention the Ayatollah Ali currently leading the Saudi Arabian troops. I love you so much. I love you so much, Ayatollah Ali, wherever you are. Yeah, so that was it from Islam. Yesterday we got to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, and of course here at the Sky Complex there was a very big celebration to me because all my Muslim friends, their phones were very on. They were posting statuses of food, but nobody said, Carol, come over and eat some rice. And I think I need to improve in the areas of making friends and acquaintances with Muslims, because had it not been for STV, I wouldn't have eaten. And I'm being so serious about this, and I really thank the STV team, right from top management down to the people that made sure that the food was well cooked, that we really appreciate me and 100 others who are around. We really appreciate this move. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. Some of us did not have the friends and family that were able to call us. Maybe we had them, but they weren't able as well. I remember I even called one of them and I'm like, Nusla, Mpita. As in, I was the one requesting to be invited, but she let me know she was going to her mother-in-law's place. So Nekagwa was like, okay, let me go to office and see. If there's food, I really will thank God. If there's no food, then I'll be so hurt. I love food and money. Yeah. So there was a big celebration because we were given food, we were given soda, we ate, and just know it was a very good day. Eid is known for eating, and one of the things that I eaten most is the rice, the pilau, and the biryani that is prepared by these people. There's the way that biryani tastes, my friend. It is very nice, and I do advise you to kindly make Muslim friends, because in the future you're going to need them, especially after the fast when there's a big celebration. Eid was celebrated worldwide, and of course we waited for the moon earlier on Wednesday and it didn't show up, and so it was declared that Eid was going to be yesterday on Thursday. It was a very good day. We saw Muslims at all mosques going in to pray, and of course the STV team was live in the Chibuli Mosque to get you updates. I'm sure you watched Select Angelo with Maria Diana, where she brought you updates on what was going on from our newsroom. Of course, there were a number of reporters that worked on these stories, and it was a beautiful piece to watch. Well, we do remember that the Sheikh Shaban Buwaje spoke, and he urged government to release the people from NUP that are still in bondage even after this long time. Now, of course, he urged the government during the celebrations of Eid yesterday. Now, after his swearing in, he says in his words, after his swearing in, the president said that elections are over, and now that they are over, let all political prisoners be released to enjoy freedom with their families. Of course, we should remember that there were Muslim clerics, actually not even only Muslim clerics. The laity was there in full swing in swearing in of the president, and we do remember that one of the Protestant leaders came with his own chair from his office. That he couldn't sit on the plastic one, so he came with his own chair to the Kololo grounds. And of course, we also saw Muslim leaders. Now, Sheikh Shaban, in his speech that he had from President Museveni, said, President has already said release these people, so why not release them? Of course, Mubaja said that some of the arrested political prisoners are Muslims who would have wanted to celebrate Eid with their families, but this was not possible. Man, this was so sad. This was so sad, because of course we should remember that we have the Christmas and then we have the Eid. Christmas is very important to its own people. Eid is also very important to its own people. Now, you can imagine what you did to people like Nubian Lee, who was supposed to be home celebrating with their families. And these guys are the heads of the families. I don't know if it would feel good for your head of the family to be taken away. And if you know me, I don't know who is responsible for it. I don't even want to think it's Museveni who is responsible for these prisoners. So I don't know who is responsible, but whoever it is, please, do you mind telling your dad that daddy, see, these people, like if you're a son or daughter to someone who is in charge of holding these prisoners captive, do you mind helping us as Ugandans and going and speaking to your parents and be like, Daddy, Mommy, please help us release these Ugandans, and they go back to their families, because their parents are also waiting for them, their children, like others. As you can see on our screens, that was in Chiruli Mosque, where our live reporters, as you can see, Omi MC from the entertainment here at Select for Fun, was in the field to talk to Muslims, get to know what they felt, how they felt about the Eid al-Fitr, and what was the experience of their fasting. As you can see, they are carrying on their prayers, and they're all clad in the kanzus for the men and the sharias for the women. Of course, we were very smart here at Select for Fun. Oh my God, if you walked in yesterday, oh my God, we were very, very smart. That one, I'm telling you that we tried to dress up for the occasion, and it was a very beautiful sight. I think soon enough you are going to be seeing these posts on social media platforms, and you will be encouraged to like, comment, and share about them. That is one of the leaders in the Muslim clergy that was trying to give an update to the Muslims, and what the Muslims were encouraged very, very much to keep on with the good habits that they've been having in Ramadan, and not throw them away because Ramadan is over and now start to go back to their old habits. Of course, we are not supposed to judge Muslims if they want to act right in Ramadan and then become as wild as they can after Ramadan. It's not in our place to judge, and they are totally, totally allowed. Don't be like, oyonga siba what? I told you, no, because also you, if we are to look in your closet, you have those skeletons that you can't bring out. So don't you ever judge people for how they choose to do their thing. So to move on with the Sheikh Shaban's speech, his remarks came at a time when hundreds of opposition supporters are incarcerated in different prisons around the country. Many were detained in the run-up and after the January polls. Now, National Unity Platform President Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, alias Bobby Wine, early this week reported that many of his supporters continue to be arrested by the security forces months after the election. Of course, it's been months and months after the election. We really, really expected at least for bail to be granted for them so that they go home at least and see how the situation was left, because of course before you are put in prison, I believe that there is if there is no like clear evidence of maybe you shooting or murdering somebody, I believe there's a court process where you're supposed to go and they try you out and see you're still a suspect until you're declared guilty. But for some of these people, they were put in the cars, taken to prison, and we've never really gotten to hear from them. Well, Mubadje also in his Eid Day speech said that such acts do not add to the development of this country and need to be checked. You know, one of the things that we've been talking about on the first show is the fact that clergy is very anointed, as in leaders. When it comes to religious leaders, they are very anointed and they are anointed by God. There's nothing you can do. Because now Mubadje made a very nice point. This point of saying, such acts, how do they add? Help me understand, dear Ugandans. How do these acts add to the development of the country? Okay, these guys are in prison, maybe they caused ruckus on that day and havoc, but right now the country is at peace. Do you want to tell me that the people that were in prison are the reasons why we have peace? No, I don't think so, because the security forces we have here in Uganda are able to combat any kind of security disintegration. So I don't see why these guys are still under siege. And of course, that's why the Sheikh Shaban Mubadje was wondering why these guys are still in prison, and it does not cause any development to our country. I think what the Sheikh meant is that it does not cause any development to the economy, the pockets. Let's first focus on how to make money, how to make better living for each and every one of us in Uganda, so that after that point, then we shall get to now the point of you have bad manners. But again, you don't have to send everyone to prison just because. That's a little bit intimidating, and I don't think that there are some Ugandans who are not living in fear. I believe there are some of them who saw this situation and were like, why? Let me keep quiet. Actually, I was here last week blaming you. Why don't you come to the cameras and tell us your problems? But then I got to understand some bit about it. You can talk something, and maybe it was from your heart, but maybe it was against the law or something, and they come for you. So now I've begun to understand it. Yeah, so Eid went down very, very well. It was celebrated in large numbers. I believe you have I believe you have a number of Muslim friends and family that posted statuses. Yeah, posted statuses of their food, their enjoyment, and everything like that. Yes, that was it from Islam. However, I am getting myself a Muslim name very soon. I don't know which one. I'm still waiting for the best. A few have come in so far, and I'm still waiting and saying, okay, yeah, but for now, I'm still called Karo. So today, I need to ask you what exactly you expect as a Ugandan. Chicho yagala government ekolewo. Ebyokunyiga soko biteke bali, ebyokubera opposition soko biteke bali. Kati government yagala ekole chi. What do you want the government to do in right now? Yeah? What do you expect from the government? You as a Ugandan, you are allowed, don't forget it is your right, you are allowed. This is one of the 4th estate companies we have, so we are here to to air your solutions out to the public, and who knows, maybe they could be worked on. So what do you expect from the Ugandan government that has just taken office with the NRM leading in first position? Call me and tell me. The number is on your screen. I'm waiting for you to call me. Kindly call and let's talk about it. It's been long. I didn't talk to you yesterday, and so we have a lot to catch up on about. So kindly call in and let's talk about that. Of course, we should remember the president sent in a congratulatory message to the Muslims, wishing them a very, very nice, wishing them an Eid Mubarak. I was seeing people saying Happy Eid Mubarak. And I'm like, I think Eid Mubarak means happy Eid. So you don't have to say happy and then add Mubarak. But who am I? I'm not sure. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, Museveni came out and wished the Muslims an Eid Mubarak, and of course requested them to carry on with the good deeds of their good deeds. We should remember that Uganda is a country blessed with freedom of worship. We are blessed with freedom of worship. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Ompulira obanyabo. Yes, sir. Wasuzotya amanya n'egyokubidde sewo?
Amanya no bulande.
Kale. Oteesa otya ki ky'osuubira mu gavumenti eno eyakatweyungako kulemberwa Mwami Museveni?
Gavumenti eno nze mu kyagira mu yadde n'erina. Tewali yonga yo.
Hello? Okyaliko? Right, thank you for that beautiful contribution. However, I don't agree with the fact that Techa ina nyomani, or what I'm just paraphrasing and thinking you were trying to say that it has not much to add to our country right now. But let's give it a chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. And of course, you call in, you tell me exactly what you expect from this government that has just taken power. Hello.
Hello. Hello,
yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Where are you calling from? What's your name?
You are talking to Fazil.
Yes, Fazil. How are you?
Welcome back from
You didn't invite me for Eid, but it's okay. Story of another day.
I wanted to call you, but I didn't have an access.
I am on social media, Karo Tumwine, everywhere, strongly.
But let me hope next time I will make it.
Okay. Oh,
Even
thanks
that if I didn't call you. Melati for what you have to say.
No. These guys invited us. Please don't, whatever. They invited us, maybe they tried. But tense enough, Kale.
Okay, Kade Chiduo. Government ekole chintu chimu. Let them first work with their opposition.
Wow.
For the better of our country. Let them join hand in hand, especially our president, and work with opposition to stabilize our country. oba nakwatagana ne opposition ne bakolagana. Mu opposition mulimu abantu abalina ideas ennungi, mu opposition mulimu abantu abasobola okukola. Bayina bano okufunayo baminisita, osobola okufunayo baminisita ngaabo nga bava mu opposition. Ate ne opposition nabo bave ku busungu baleme kugamba nti ate bano tetukolagana nabo biki. Omusajja buli kaseera wabanga anyiga n'omukazi mu nnyumba ng'ate basula mu nnyumba y'emu. Enkulaakulana tesobola kubeerawo. Bajoyininge balabe nga.
All right, that was Fazil, a very big fan of the First Show here in Uganda. Thank you so much, Fazil, for that contribution of yours. Of course, the opposition should work hand in hand with the government to see how exactly they would take the country forward. We should remember that in Kenya, the President Uhuru Kenyatta, actually, he was around for the inauguration, and he told his rival, Raila Odinga, and said, my brother, because Odinga is a bit older than him, and he said, my brother, we can work together, we can come together, you give me solutions, I give you mine, we sit on a round table and discuss, and then we see how to take the country forward. I remember people clapped a lot in that speech. I was watching it online, but it seemed Raila Odinga was now the problem. So I hope that our opposition is not the problem. I hope that the opposition can accept to sit on a round table with the government, because we shall be here blaming government. Why don't you sit with opposition on the table? Does the opposition want to sit with government on the table and discuss these things that take the country forward? I hope the answer is yes. And my phone lines are still very open. You call in and tell exactly what you expect from the Ugandan government come 2021 to 2026. I think the term ends in 2026, and we go back to the polls and vote again. We have democracy in Uganda. Of course, we should remember that in President Museveni's speech, he said he called upon people from outside countries and outside Africa as a continent that want to advise him. Museveni said he does not need anyone's advice when it comes to democracy, because he gave an example and said Africans have not been, they've been branded as slaves to these people who come from the European countries and stuff like that. And he said, actually he first started by telling us that Uganda is going to be producing its own vaccines soon enough. He said we're going to import like 2 times, but after that we're getting machines, and Uganda is getting down to business, to the business of producing its own vaccines. And here is the challenge that he faced when he was trying to purchase. People would ask him, Uganda, you want to buy machines to make a vaccine? Why? Why should you? For importing. You see how they labeled us like Africans? For us, we can't make anything. We are for importing. Who said that Ugandan scientists can't sit down and come up with this other weird vaccine? But we should remember that Ugandans because we went and made a car and it didn't come out well. First of all, we are supposed to acquire excellence, like in everything we do in the area you've been blessed in. Some of you have been blessed to make cars, but you don't even know. You're just there running about different things. And that's going to, of course, make us lag behind. And what President Museveni was saying was that these people don't see any value in us. But dear President, do we see any value in ourselves? Do I believe, for example, like Carrot Mwine, I can come up with the perfume recipes that can beat the brands of Gucci and Versace and all these Louis Vuittons? Do I believe that if I came up with a shoe concept, I could make shoes that are very strong and long-lasting and beat all these other brands? Hello, caller. Hello. All right, we lost that one. Yeah, so I was telling you that it's going to take a very, very big step for us to start believing in ourselves. Greetings to the chairman board of directors here at STV and the CEO. Thank you so much for the good work you're doing. Also, greetings to the whole production team and news and current affairs, as well as the entertainment department here at STV. My name is Carrot Mwine. I will take a short break and return with Kemi Angela Lifestyle. Don't go away. Oh, actually, I've been reminded that Kemi Angie is a little bit away for today's piece. But tomorrow, next week, Monday to Friday, don't forget to catch the first show again. I have to say bye right now. To catch the first show again as we bring you live updates from in and around the world. Of course, I had many stories, but the time was a little bit limited. My name is Carol Tumwine. Social media, STV social media, my personal at Carol Tumwine, at STV UG official on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Everywhere we are live, broadcasting live from the Sky Complex. In case you have any business, kindly come. We are on the road. You don't have to branch anywhere, and you will meet our marketing department and be able to bring your business to the people.